I was just so astounded over the years since the addictions quit me, as I've come to understand them in my own journey. I feel so much compassion for myself and for those processes in my life, and for others who experience addiction. And I see the the this may sound crazy, but I see the kind logic in them. I really do, right? Like someone who's longing to feel love, it makes sense they turn to a substance that has them feel love, not necessarily numb, like a food addiction
Mhm.
has a different impact on the system than alcohol
Right.
and then does heroin, right? So it matches up. It's no coincidence that I chose alcohol was the right remedy, right temporary medicine
Right.
versus something else, so versus gambling, right? I'd never be at risk of being a gambler.
Right.
That just isn't it because it's not solving the problem I had.
Right. Right. Yeah, exactly.
So I also really loved the practice. I don't recall who I can attribute this to. It may have been a Ram Dass, something I read from Ram Dass years ago, but it was always about inviting everything closer to have tea with you. And that was
Mm,
also an important part of my inquiry, was not just like the work of Byron Katie, um, but it was also having a contemplative inquiry session with my addict in my meditation for tea. And I would meet it and get to know these different facets of myself. And I would sit and have tea with the addiction and learn from it. I sat at the feet of it like it was a very important teacher.
mhm, mhm.
I would study what's happening in my mind when I first started thinking about the addiction during the day. I
Mhm.
would I would study and learn from these meditative inquiry sessions. What is it? What are you helping me do that I don't have access to myself? What are you
Right.
protecting me from? What do I think it'll cost me if I give you up? All these conversations were an invaluable part of the process, because I didn't see it as a bad and wrong. I just saw it as I'm stuck and you're helping me do something I don't know how to do. And it's also not working. It's also, this isn't working. Let's be clear, friends. We're so,
Right.
but that was a very important part of the process too. So I, I didn't spiral into horrific shame because I saw that coming and I was like, I've got to get ahead
Mhm,
of this.
mhm.
I've
Right.
got to get ahead of that.
This is Lynn Fraser with the Radical Recovery Summit airing January 13th to 22nd, 2023. Please go to radicalrecoverysummit.com to view the clips and the interviews.